And I was listening to some morning meditation, and something that came to me in that is just as we're focusing on, you know, cultivating whatever feels like our deepest desire in this moment, in this experience in our life, the contrast that comes up to the desire that it is, that we want, or that we, have the yearning for, is the thing that helps us refine, I guess, like, where we're not as close to our sense of self. So I've been studying a lot about internal family systems. Of course, you all know I love the work of Abraham Hicks, and just also thinking about complex trauma, and just like, how do these types of works and systems come together for people who are dealing with real life trauma, and not just in the esoteric of, like, you know, I want, something, and not feeling like I can have it, or not feeling like it's coming towards me, or not feeling like it's part of my destiny. And there's four pieces that I feel like we have to be mindful of. It's perception, embodiment, behavior, and energy. And those feel like the four recurring themes around this concept of being able to ask for the things that you want and need, and then also being able to find your way out of a stuck place when you're focused on a thing that's painful that's happening. Like, why won't this thing happen for me? Or why won't this person do this? Or why, am I experiencing fill in the blank type of heartbreak or challenge or trauma, or whatever the case may be. And the place where we get stuck is in identifying the place where we're stuck. We get very, very in tune about being able to identify the stuckness. We can explain the entire situation. We can tell you every single point. We can tell you from our point of reference, their point of reference, cultural point of reference. We've got all of this surrounding data around the place where we feel stuck. And we're repeating that information to ourselves over and over and over again. We're having the negative thought over and over and over again. We're focused on the fact that we don't have the thing over and over and over again. And so the thing that we're feeding ourselves is the lack of the situation versus the joy of the situation, right? So in those moments when we're stuck in the stuckness, when we're really sitting in the shit, we have to be willing to focus even deeper on the desire that we have. So if, for example, I want person A to stop doing X, well, instead of focusing on what you want them to stop doing, what is it that you are wanting them to do? What is the thing that you are actually craving in response to? Not how can you focus even deeper on what it is that they aren't doing, or how it's not showing up in the experience or the scenario. Getting really clear about the desire piece is, I feel like, part of the work of embodying our temptress, and being able to take our eyes off of the pain for a second. And I know in my own life that taking my eyes off the pain feels like a joke, because if I take my eyes off the pain, then I can't prevent the pain from happening again. If I take my eyes off the pain, I can't be sure that I'm moving in the right direction, because I can't see where the pain is at to know I'm avoiding it.